As always, you're looking steadily, bud.
Thank you so much. It's always
a very
so good to see you.
gentlemanly move of you to do that and take
that
disgusting shot.
I wanted to beat you so bad.
Dude, by the way, that was a weird last-minute switcheroo.
It was. Very suspicious.
We always
switched last second so that she could.
Not suspicious. I felt the vibe, and I thought me and you were gonna go.
I thought so too.
We work in the same team, but I was like, let's go head to head and see what's up.
Yeah.
You got really close.
Pushed back there.
I know. I was honestly sweating. I was. Did you see? I was like, I was getting sick watching you take that shot. Anyway, I haven't seen you.
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way.
Yeah. I looked away. I haven't seen you since you were on That's My Jam.
That's right.
And you were unbelievably talented. You sang so well on that show.
Thank you so much.
You were amazingly talented.
Oh my God! Thank you. Thank you, guys.
You rushed it. Did you feel good? Did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun. I was the only non-professional musician. You had me up with Adam Lambert and Chloe and Halle Bailey, who are all phenomenal singers, and then it was me. But you know, you said something, and this is why I love hanging out with you. I love doing anything you ever ask me to do. I'll say yes for this reason. You're so encouraging. You take the time really to like come into everyone's green room, and you told me, you were like, you're so good. You should get a record. Like you should do this. You should get a recording contract.
I remember saying that because I think you're gonna get a recording contract from this show.
And it's so funny. I had so there's this Asian American record label called 88 Rising.
You gotta be kidding.
And I showed them this cover. It was what I did on the show was a country cover of 50 Cent in the Club.
That's right.
And it was me. And I don't know if can I sing it or you have to get it cleared. It was like go shorty. No, please, no, you're not expecting. It's like, go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And we don't give up, whoa, it's not your birthday. Like,
and
it's that level of singing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Too kind.
You doing country, it was good.
And I showed them the country video, and they were like, we should do some songs.
No.
So I went and I did some songs with them, and we're working on an album, which is ridiculous.
That is the best thing I've ever heard.
So thank you for launching my music career.
Yeah. We're making all the dreams happen over on That's My Jam.
Absolutely.
You're the best, and you're talented, and you're a good sport. I love hanging out with you. But, of course, you were one of the Kens in Barbie, and one of the biggest things in the world. You were so great. It was so great to see you on the screen. When you were filming, did you go, oh, this is going to be massive? Or did you go, it's going to be okay, this movie? Or what did you think?
Transparently, I think I thought it was going to be huge.
You did?
Yeah, because you know, when you go to work every day with someone as talented as Greta Gerwig and someone as amazing as Margot Robbie, you're like, you know, there's no way that this could fail. And then we're on set and we're shooting these dance sequences, and I remember hearing the I'm Just Ken song for the first time, and I was like the one guy that was like, guys, does anyone else get the feeling that we're gonna perform this at the Oscars? And everyone was like, shut up, Seema, that's ridiculous, you know, don't be ridiculous. But it happened.
Yeah, look, here's Seema. Well, here's you in the movie. Here's you in the movie, and there's you and Margot and Ryan, and then here's you at the Oscars performing at the Oscars.
What a face. What a face, what a man.
Wait, what was it like? Was it exciting?
It was exciting because it was dangerously close to being disastrous.
It was?
Yeah, we had, I mean, I don't know how long Ryan had with it, but we got the call relatively late in the game. And we show up so the Oscars are on Sunday. We show up for the first rehearsal on Thursday, which is in studio with Ryan and his choreographer, Mandy Moore, who's amazing. They work together on La La Land. Oh, yeah. And so we're there for the first time, you know, myself, Ncuti Gatwa, Kingsley Ben-Adir, Scott Evans, the Kens, and of course Ryan. And we spend like hours and hours going through this choreography. We're like, okay, I think we can do this. And then Friday comes around and we're in Dolby Theater because it's like a stage. It's not a dress rehearsal yet, but we're on the stage. And we show up, and first thing we realize is the choreography is completely different. It's somehow changed entirely from Thursday to Friday. So we're like, okay, yeah, well, you know, we're working with it. Saturday, we're getting costumes, we're doing a dress rehearsal, and we show up again, and we realize that the choreography is completely different again. So it's just changing constantly every single day. And we have on Saturday night, like what was supposed to be our only run through in costumes. And we do it, and it goes so poorly. Not for any other reason than it's just like logistically, it's 70 70 dancers on stage with a steady cam that's, you know, a big thing that's kind of moving around stage.
Yeah, you have to know where you're going.
And so I think something had caught on the camera. One of the dancers, like, costumes had caught. And so, you know, when everything's moving and the one thing catches, it's like, you can't finish. So everything just kind of stops.
And it's a live show.
And it's a live show. So we come back from Saturday and we're just like, wait, are we just gonna wing it on Sunday? And then, you know, it must have been like midnight. We get home and we get a call from the Oscars and they're like, we need you to come in on Sunday. So this is day of the Oscars. We get called in for the last rehearsal.
Oh my
because
gosh.
we sucked so bad the night before.
It was one of the most talked about, best performances I think we've ever seen.
We
it was
pulled it
flawless.
off.
You definitely
Thank
pulled it
goodness.
off. It was great, top to bottom.
Thank you.
Everybody was great. You were phenomenal.
It was such a relief. I think I had 8 minutes to get ready for the Oscars once I like finished that rehearsal and I got home. Because you know, there's like a whole thing, and then you have to go to the red carpet, and it's like all these cars
and all
line,
this
you're
stuff.
sweating. Yeah.
You
We made
pulled it off, bud. You crushed
Thank
it.
you, man.
I have to ask you about this because the internet's asking me to ask you.
Sure.
Shang-Chi.
Oh, okay. You
Sequel.
want me to lose my job? Is that it?
No, I don't know. Again, I'm just saying we loved the first one. The first one was a crusher success. I mean, first of all, I think it was like $500 million, something crazy. We all loved it. Now we're ready for part 2, and then we just haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
Can you give us a hint?
This is where I use all the mental gymnastics that I possibly can to answer this question.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't. Okay.
Yeah. Well, look.
Take your time.
I will say this. It's definitely happening. I should probably lead with that.
Okay, that's good. You're amazing in it.
I will say people, whether it's online or in person, ask me every single day and tell me every single day how much they enjoyed the first movie and how much of a moment it was.
Yeah.
And I think there's just so much goodwill, and I'm so deeply appreciative of that. So please know that if you've ever sent me a message, if you've ever asked about a sequel or just approached or any which way, I take it to heart, and I really, really appreciate it. I do. And I think I speak for myself and Destin, our returning director, when I say that we're so beyond excited to jump back in. We really are.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we will take that.
We'll take that.
You were
I think I did pretty good.
You were so, yeah, you did a great job. You didn't get any
know.
trouble. No, Marvel won't be mad. Yeah, exactly. But let's talk about your new film.
Yes.
This is Atlas.
Atlas.
This is a sci-fi thriller with our pal Jennifer Lopez. Come on. And you're playing a villain.
And I'm playing a villain, yeah.
But I think you're such a nice guy.
Thank you so much.
But
yeah.
you're also an actor. I get it. Yeah, so you're acting.
It was, yeah. I mean, I definitely.
What an actor does.
When they, you know, because J-Lo to me is perpetually, you know, Made in Manhattan, J-Lo,
everything.
rom-com, everyone falls in love with her.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what I signed on with the premise of. I'm like, oh, J-Lo, I get to be in a movie with J-Lo. And they're like, no, you're trying to kill J-Lo.
Yeah.
And I was like,
you're an
"Why?"
AI robot.
Yeah, AI robot, and you're trying to kill J-Lo. And you're kind of also J-Lo's like weird sibling in a way. And I was like, okay, this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah,
at all.
this really is acting.
but
But
then
also, how great is everything she does? I mean, she's been on the show a million times, and she's a perfectionist.
Consummate
And just
yes.
works and works and practices
Yes.
and rehearses and shows up and just nails everything. So
Yeah.
you fighting her, was that hard to do?
It was tough. I mean, you know, for most of the movie, I think you can see in the trailer, Jen is in a 20-foot tall mechanical exoskeleton with like Gatling guns and things attached to her, and I'm just kind of me. So yeah, that logistically is just a pretty difficult fight.
For a second, though, did you ever do a little? Try to
A little.
That's why I don't get cast in
We
movies.
did.
If I
she's
did a
such
little.
a-
If you're like, oh, you want me to play the robot? Oh, no problem. I can
She's
do
such
that.
a phenomenal dancer. I didn't do as much roboting as I did. Like we would kind of do salsa stuff, kind of once in a while. Like she would kind of just like move her hips, and I definitely don't move my hips as well as Jen does. But yeah, well, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna dance with J-Lo. And,
Yeah, of
you
course
know,
you have to do that.
Do a little,
You have to do a little something.
yeah,
of course.
I'm sorry, that was very embarrassing.
Congrats on another big film. I want to show a clip. Here's Simu Liu and Jennifer Lopez in Atlas. Take a look at this.
Atlas, I will admit that I underestimated you, but it does not matter. Because you're going to call me another ship.
And why would I do that?
Because I will be in your head. Again. One last link. And then it'll all be over.
Let's go, bitch.
That's how you nail a line right there. Simu Liu, everybody. Atlas premieres May 24th on Netflix. You're the best. Come back whenever, bud. I love you. Willow joins us after the break. Stick around, everybody.
Hey, hey.